Alright, what is going on, mates? It's Don3000, and welcome back to another video. And this is more of a special video for tonight. And I don't think I've done something like this in a long time, but here I am. This video, this is a special video for my friend Angel. One of the greatest friends I could ever ask for, and one of my proud supporters of my channel. He most of the time never misses my live streams or anything like that. There's probably been points where he has, but he is most of the time always there, and I really appreciate that from him. So I know we all go through stuff and stuff like that. I know all of us go through stuff, but hearing from what Angel posted on his channel today of his community post, I read through it, and it just makes me sick to my stomach, and I feel so bad for him, and I wish things can get better for him eventually. So this is a special video for him. So, first off, Angel, I'm so sorry about how everything's turned out for you, and of course your family and all that. I'm sorry how you're feeling, and I know you've been feeling down about it. You've been depressed, you've been stressed and that kind of stuff, and just with everything you mentioned in your post. And then of course, me and you sat down and talked the other day for PlayStation, and and I saw the part that you said that you were happy that I helped give you advice and talk to you and stuff like that. And I always say, it's my pleasure, and you don't have to hesitate what you want to talk about. I mean, I'm here either way. So like I said, there's no hesitation in getting a hold of me for anything that's wrong, because I care about you, and I care about your safety, and of course your mental health too. I want you to, I want you to make sure that you're doing okay, and I don't want you to self-doubt yourself and all that, and just everything else and all that. I apologize of what your sister-in-law is going through. That just makes me sick to my stomach too, with her getting kicked out from her place, and then of course what you mentioned, everything else you mentioned too, about how there's been arguments going on, and then of course then mentioned that you've been sleeping downstairs a lot and stuff like that, and I know you've been feeling not right about it, and you've been just everything you mentioned in your posts. I'm sorry about all this, and I wish there's more I can do for you in order that situation, but the things I can really do for you, it's just help give you advice and help talk to you and stuff like that if needed. And I know there's points where I'm busy and stuff like that, but I want you to know that even when I'm busy at points, I still care about you. I still understand your situations and this and that. And and if I had more free time in my life, I would talk to you whenever I can. Just if I had the unlimited time, I would talk to you just about anything, or just in general, And I know I mentioned that I'm not on PlayStation much, but I still try to come on PlayStation as much as I can. Then then of course, like I said today, or I think it was yesterday or whatever, I was busy throughout the day and I couldn't get hold of you, and I still texted you and all that. I still reached out to you to make sure that you're okay and all that stuff. And even when I was busy at points, I still reached out to you, and I wanted to check that you're doing okay, and that hope things get better for you and stuff like that, and just let me know if you need anything and this and that. And you know, and unfortunately life can be tough, and and you're gonna have ups and downs and stuff like that, and especially the situation that your sister-in-law is in right now, and then of course your family, and of course yourself as well. Just with things that's going on, that's putting a lot of pressure on you, and stuff like that, and and I can't imagine what that's like for you, and honestly, after I got off with you and Trey today, I was honestly a little bit upset too about, I'm not mad, but I was actually a little bit emotional that just with what you're going through right now, and I just felt so bad that you have all this stuff going on, and your family, your sister-in-law, and stuff like that. I just makes me sick to my stomach, and I know it's not like a huge deal, but it's just I I never really make videos for my friends and stuff like that that are like, that have like something going on. I mean, yes, I shout people out and stuff like that. I don't hardly do that much because it's just the drama it leads. But from what you've been through lately, I thought I would get a video out for you, and just to talk about it, and just trying to help you at least feel a little bit better, and just come on here and show that that I support you, and I care about you as a friend, and just try to help you at least as much as I can. And I know everything might not help you perfectly, but I just feel bad, the amount of things you're going through, and I know what it's like too. I mean, not trying to compare yours or anything like that, but I've been through a lot too, and I know what that's like. I mean, I'm in counseling every 2 weeks and that kind of stuff, and and I fight depression pretty bad too, so I know what that's like, and all that. So, and just for a long time, I've helped people out as much as I can with that kind of stuff, and especially I've helped people out through tough times, and relationships and friendships and stuff like that. I know yours is just just tough times and stuff like that, and that's why I was willing to get in a party chat with you the other day to at least try to talk with you about your stuff going on, and just try to help you give you advice, and at least try and make you feel like just a little bit better at least. And I know I mentioned, I know I made a long comment in your post too, so but I just, I want you to know that, I hope things get better eventually, and that's all you got really, think about sometimes, is that, things are gonna get better eventually, and I don't want to worry about too much. And I always told people the key word is to try at least. And I know trying may not work sometimes, and it may not, and you feel like it's not working, but at the same time, it's just like, that happens and stuff like that. And that's why I helped, give you advice a little bit of like how to go through it, and like just distract yourself. I mentioned, like I said, just some ways to keep your mind distracted, like going for a walk or something like that, or listen to music, or just stuff like that. But I know, like, not everything is going to distract you, and I understand that. But I'm just, I do this all just to help you and to try and make you feel better, and, that kind of stuff. And I just hate to see you go through this, and I just want to find ways to help you, and I want to find ways to try to keep your mind distracted, even though it may not always work. But so, like I always mentioned, if you ever need anything, always reach out to me. There may be times where I'm not available, but I'm willing to do my best to reach out to you as much as I can. Whatever's bothering you, or you just need to, talk, anything like that, just don't hesitate to reach out to me, and don't hesitate to even tell me about what's on your mind and stuff like that. So you were mentioning, I know you were mentioning that you were doubting yourself, that you were telling me about all this. I'm just like, it's okay. I mean, I always tell people that to let things out instead of keep it in. And I always told my other friends that too, that went through situations. I always told them, I'm just like, whatever's on your mind, let it out. And just talk with me about it. I will never judge. I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to be upset about it. And when you're, after everything you talked about, I was sitting there, I'm just like, okay, I'm sorry about all this. And then what I do next, I try to help talk through things with you and help give you advice and stuff like that. I mean, it may not fully help, but that's what I'm here for, is to at least try to help you as much as I can and that kind of stuff. So that's why I wanted to make a special video, because of the long post you made today. I just wanted to make the special video just because I really don't see anyone go through this stuff, honestly. And I'm just here to show that I'm here for you and I care about you, and and I care about your safety and all that. So, you have other people out there that's going to be with you. I mean, not everyone is going to be there, but you always got to focus on the people that are there for you, and don't focus on the people that are not there for you, because not all people is going to be like that. You're just going to have those people that just do their own thing and not even reach out to you or ask if you're doing okay, if you need anything, and this and that. And I've learned that too, with people that don't even reach out to me or anything like that. So yeah. Yeah, Angel, I hope things get better for you, and I hope, eventually it starts dying off and that you're going to start feeling better. But in the meantime, always try your best. Even if it usually doesn't work, always try your best. And more importantly, always try to enjoy life too, as well. So I know you got this, and I know that eventually you're going to get through it. And same for your family, same for your sister-in-law. I hope things get better for you and your family. I do. So, like I said, I'm here for you if you need me. And if you need to talk about anything or just need to talk to me, don't hesitate to reach out to me on PlayStation, and we'll get together in a party chat to talk. If I'm not busy. If it's ever in a situation where if I am busy, then I'll get back with you whenever I can. So, like I said, if I'm in that situation for some reason, just still know that I still care about you and I still support you every step of the way, even if I'm not available at points, So like I said, dude, hang in there. I know you got this. So just don't hesitate to reach out to me. So you're a good friend. You're a good person. And and that I'm thankful that you came into this world. I'm thankful, and especially what you went through when you were born too, with your pacemaker um and being the smallest baby in the world and stuff like that. And so, but yeah, hang in there as much as you can, man, and just know that I'm here for you. So, okay, all right. Well, everyone, that's gonna do it for this video, and this was a special video for Angel, like I said. So, um, anyways, guys, thank you guys very much for watching this video, and I know this was a long one, but I wanted to make sure that he was able to see this and all that. So, but anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and make sure you guys like and share as always. Subscribe, hit that bell, and make sure you guys follow his channel as well. I know he just uploads posts and shorts, but still, still show him some support and all that, because it's going to mean a lot to him. So, anyways, guys, have a great rest of your guys' night, and stay safe out there. And like I said, show some support to him. It'll mean a lot to him. So, all right, we'll see everyone. Adios.